Hey folks, and welcome to another video of mine. In today's video, I'm going to be playing Halo Infinite, and this is the campaign. So, campaign gameplay, that's what is in store for you for this video. So with that said, let's get started. Now, before I get started, I have a confession to make. And I'm really embarrassed to say this, but I haven't really played any Halo game before this. I'm sorry, but I haven't really played any Halo game before this, and I have to make that confession before I proceed any further. Now, just showing you a few of the settings around. Now, you do have a few options when it comes to the video or the graphics. You do have a performance mode, and you also have a graphics mode, like a performance and a quality mode. So here you can see performance is where you will get 60 FPS on your Xbox Series S, and you have the graphics mode as well. Well, and it's quite nice that you can actually choose these two options when it comes to the games. So especially considering the fact that I am playing this on an Xbox Series S, it is actually incredible that it can run the game on 60 FPS. Now, let's make sure that the difficulty is also easy. I already, mentioned it in most of my previous videos that I run most of the games in the easy mode. Now, as far as the resolution of this particular game goes on the Series S, the resolution is locked at 1080p. And as far as the frame rates go, it is 30 FPS. Now, in terms of the performance mode, however, the FPS is increased to 60 FPS, but the resolution is still locked at 1080p. Unlike the Series X, the Series X has 4K. And since this is an exclusive title, only available on the Xbox, and it's not available on the PlayStation. Now it opens with a very cool cutscene, and it has a very long cutscene as well, I must tell you, by the way. But the quality of the cutscenes, as you can see, is top-notch. It's got fantastic production value, and for people who have waited for this game for a long time, you are in for a treat, I would say, because as a person who has never played a Halo game before, I am really, really happy with the production value and the quality of it. Now, I'm looking at it from a totally unbiased lens. So I do not have a bias for this game. I'm not like a Halo fan, a fanboy who's going to be like, ooh, drooling right from the get-go. In fact, I have a very neutral perspective when it comes to the game. And hopefully you'll be able to appreciate that while I play this game. It's well, okay. Now, most of my videos, I do not cut the cutscene part of it. And there's a reason, why I don't do that, is because I want you to actually experience the game as is and how it starts off. That includes both cutscenes and the gameplay, because these games, from what we have experienced, especially in the last few years, they are not just games. I mean, it's also like a cinematic experience, because these games have come such a long way. I mean, it really feels like you're in this interactive movie sometimes. And a lot of the times, narrative games, story-driven games, they can really hit the ball out of the park with their cutscenes, because it's an integral part of storytelling. Now, with this, again, I haven't really cut any of the cutscene bit out. So we're already almost 4.5 minutes, I believe, on the clock. The cutscene is still on. We have still not stepped into the main gameplay. And as far as the quality of the cutscene goes, like I said, top-notch quality, the lighting, as you can see, the character design, excellent. We'll get to check out the voice acting as well. I haven't seen any of the Halo games, so I don't know. But from what I've read so far, I think I can expect great production value, great voice acting, great motion animation, character animation, etc., etc. So you name it, it's gonna have it for sure.
How about I miss you? I miss you. And I love you. I love you, Daddy.
That's cute. Oh, okay. So the character did not have a beard, and now he has a beard. So I'm sure, quite a lot of time has actually passed in the game. That's what they're trying to say, I believe. Okay, but this is incredible. I mean, the quality that I'm getting on the Xbox Series S. And I'm playing this on a 4K TV. And I've always mentioned, when you play a game on your Xbox Series S, and if you've got it hooked onto a 4K television, the television also upscales what you see on screen. So a lot of times, you may actually experience upscaled 4K on your Xbox Series S, and depending on your TV, now this varies from your television to television, depending on how good your television can actually upscale content. Well, you may find that what you see on screen visually is brilliant. I mean, to me, on my Samsung AU9070, this looks fantastic. And only if I pixel peep, I think only then will I be able to tell, the difference between 1080p and 4K. But to me, to my naked eyes, this looks really good. And there you have it, Master Chief. I guess that's the main protagonist of the game. Not the other guy, not the other bloke, the one with the beard. That's not the guy whom you're actually gonna finally play as. You're gonna play as the Master Chief. That's a good armor. You paint it red, it's gonna look like Iron Man. In fact, it's gonna look quite similar. I'm not sure if you've seen the Superman show on the CW. It looks a lot like the armor that Steel has in the show. So, and let me know, your thoughts. What do you think? Do you feel the same? It looks like that. I know, again, a lot of Halo fans, they might be upset with the comparison that I'm actually drawing, but hey, please forgive me. I've not played any of the Halo games. I'm just sharing my experience as I'm seeing these things on screen. Okay. Look up. All right, so you can pan the camera around and yeah, turns green. Alrighty. Good stuff. Let's okay, let's look at the light at the bottom as well. I'm sure it's gonna do a right and left as well. Oh, there you have it. Okay. His left and now his right. Okay. And now left. Lovely. All right, almost there. Okay, got it.
Your visor feed and motor function seem to be operational. But it looks like there's a problem with the servos in your hands. Try moving it.
All right, let's try to move our hands. Okay, there you have it. It's like a grapple hook. Man, this is sharp. I mean, the first person perspective, when I was taking a look at the hand, it was sharp. It was really sharp. And please note that I'm actually playing this game in the quality mode. I've started with the quality mode. I've always said this in my video, that I personally prefer the quality mode over performance. And if I have to choose between the two, I will, most of the times, I would say 85 to 90% of the time, lean towards the quality mode. So right now I'm playing this in the quality mode. I may switch this a little further down in the game over to performance mode so that you get an idea as to how the performance mode functions as well. But right now it's the quality mode still. And now, hey, we are almost 9 minutes into the game. In fact, not the game. It's still 9 minutes of cutscene. So we have still not got the opportunity to dive into the gameplay. It's still a cutscene so far. Although, I can't complain because the quality is top notch. And now I've even had a chance to take a look at the voice acting, the lip movement, the character animation. They're all brilliant. I mean, this looks, oh, it looks like a cinematic animated movie. And games have come such a long, long way. In fact, I believe in the next 5 to 10 years, and it's interesting to see what the new gen of consoles, PS5 and the Xbox Series X, will be able to bring, even the Series S, to console gamers like us, because the line between animated movies and games, and I'm not talking about those cartoony animations. I'm talking about realistic animation. There's a very thin line now. I mean, it's getting thinner and thinner over the last few years, and I think with the Unreal 5 engine demo that the Matrix Awakens had, we are achieving the levels of photorealism that one would have only imagined in their dreams, perhaps a few years back, like a decade back. Who would have thought? Who would have thought? Still a cutscene, still no game. I'm still in the cutscene. It's now almost 11 minutes, and I'm itching to get into the gameplay. And well, okay. This is, after all, a first-person game. And in case you're wondering, hey, how on earth did you never play Halo Infinite? That's because I do not generally play first-person shooters. If you've seen my videos, if you have been on my channel, then you know that I mostly play third-person action-adventure games, more RPGs, I mean, which have RPG elements, rather. And this is the first person, so I'm not really a fan of first person, but what I've noticed is of late, I've actually picked up a few first person games and I've tried to play them as well. I've tried Metro Exodus. It had a very interesting start, I must say. And I do want to play Deus Ex as well, because the Series S has the 60 FPS performance boost, which is the FPS boost for that game as well. So I do want to check that out as well. Let me know if you want to see a video on the same on my channel, and I'll be very happy to post it for you lovely people with my comments, with my thoughts, etc. All right, so finally into the gameplay. It took almost 11 minutes, 11 and a half minutes to get into the gameplay. And wow, the gun, the level of detail in the gun is really good. I mean, it's sharp. So wow, I mean, this is 1080p. It looks very good for 1080p. And please note that, I mean, I am, after all, playing this on my TV, my Samsung AU 9070. So it does look very sharp. And I have a 43-inch television, just so that you know. And I sit at a distance of about 7 feet from the television. So if you've got a 43-inch 4K television, and if you're sitting at a distance of 7 to 8 feet, I think it's difficult to distinguish between 1080p and 4K unless you really pixel peep. And from what I see on screen, unless I zoom in, like a 200% or a 300% zoom, man, everything is looking sharp. It's crisp. The image quality, the visual fidelity of this game so far is really good. Hey, these guys are really funny, yeah? Man, I mean, the comments that they are passing on. I've never played a Halo game, but these enemies, they're very cartoony, and I thought it would be very serious aliens. This is funny. Go and get killed by somebody. Man, this is funny. Oh. Wow, I never expected that. I never expected these enemies to have funny bones, you could say, or this character. Because generally, when you come across enemies, they're just running around, and all you gotta do is just shoot them. They don't talk amongst one another. So this is quite unique. Quite nice. It adds to that fun element, I mean, after all, what good is taking down a boring bunch of NPCs or enemies? And you've got the bad boy. Okay, so this guy's a little more serious. He's the serious buff, the serious dude. Come on, go down. Thank God, easy mode. Okay. All right, and again, I mean, the level design is fabulous. I think I'm inside a spaceship right now, and the level design is brilliant. I mean, it's really, really good. It's fantastic, guys. And even the design of the gun um, looks quite nice. A purplish, greenish kind of a gun. Reminds me of the Green Goblin from the Spider-Man cartoon or comics. I think this is the same guy that we saw in the opening cutscene. So it's interesting because I think they may have shown what's going to happen towards the end of this game. And now they have cycled back in time to show all the events that lead up to that cutscene. That's an interesting take as well. It'd be interesting to see what events led to that particular scene. And from there on in, what happens next? Because the last we saw of this character in that cutscene was he was taking a fall because of that big ape-like bad guy. I think his name was Atriox or something. I have no idea about the lore of this game. I have no idea about the storyline. I have read bits and pieces about the game, about Master Chief, about Cortana. So I'm going into this game, again, unbiased, as somebody who is very naive about... I don't know if naive is the right word, but I think that's the wrong word. I'm a complete stranger to this world, you can say. I think that's more like it. A complete stranger to the lore, a complete stranger to the gameplay aspects. However, from what I've read, this particular game is quite different to the other games, the ones which came before this, the other Halo games. Because I think the developers on this game, they are different. I'm not sure. Let me know. Generally, I do, check up information on the developers. Although, this one, I just wanted to pick up, and I'm already late in posting this video, guys. I mean, I have been playing a lot on my PlayStation 5 and juggling between so many games, sometimes it becomes difficult. And I know I'm late to the party, but hey, at least I'm making a video on this. And I'm finally playing Halo Infinite campaign. For a non-first-person shooter fan, I would say this is quite good so far. Let's switch over to performance mode and take a look at it. Wow, this is smooth. Oh, wow. And what's surprising is that I don't think the texture quality even took a hit. I mean, I didn't see a difference in the quality of the textures. Let's switch back to quality mode again. And just want to make sure that this is... I had switched to performance mode. I just wanted to make sure because I hardly noticed any difference in the texture quality or the draw distance. Oh, this is good. I mean, whoa. I would suggest that if you're playing this on the Xbox Series S, play it on the performance mode because it just makes everything look a little more smoother. For sure. For sure. This is smooth, guys. I mean, this is very smooth. And all right. I didn't know that. I had no idea. All right. So, okay. Let's get back to it. Wow, this is brilliant, guys. I mean, this is fantastic. The smoothness is incredible. Again, we're back here. You're taking a look at it. There's your grappling hook. And hey, this kind of reminds me of this game called Bionic Commando. I don't know if any of you guys remember that game. I mean, what happened to that game? It just drifted away into oblivion. When it came out, it was quite the thing. And I think in one of the games, Capcom versus Marvel or something, you even had that main protagonist in that game. I'm not sure, but it's quite an interesting game. And this grappling mechanism, it did remind me of the Bionic Commando. Man, I'm having fun with this game. I mean, this game is fun, especially the enemies. These guys are good. I mean, they're smart. even in the easy mode, these guys are smart. So I'm just wondering, what would happen if you play this on a slightly higher difficulty level? I'm sure you're going to have a ball of a time because people who love challenging games, I'm sure you're going to love that. But hey, because I got to make this video, I always choose the easy mode because it's kind of embarrassing to die so many times on camera. So forgive me, but yeah, I mean, you're taking a look at the easy mode, but hey, there are different modes. Choose your poison, I would say. So I can't. Oh, I can't go there. All right. Nope, 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 nope. Can't. Stop it, boy. Stop it. You can't do that. Running around. This looks like I have somebody held in my hand with a mohawk. The gun. This looks more like a person's head with a mohawk hairstyle. Just look at it. All right. That's interesting. So how do I get out of this place? Okay. Just running around, running around. Okay. Nope. Don't want to do that. Don't want to go there. Already tried that. Already died. Nope. Can't. Can't. Nope. Nope. It ain't happening, boy. It ain't happening. Okay. Run, Barry, run. Hey, is there an elevator here? Yeah. Okay. Ah, silly me. Silly me. Okay, so we are taking an elevator ride. And
Dropships, an invasion force. How do we stand a chance against all this? The banished won already. We could be the only two humans left alive out here.
what? Really?
Then there's still
Only two humans? The mini map or the radar kind of a thing at the bottom, it's not giving any kind of a direction as to where I need to go. It does show enemies around, but apart from that, you know, there's nothing. I love these guys. These tiny guys are so much fun. I mean, they're really funny. He killed him. Huh. These guys are really fun. Not the big ones. The big dudes are quite boring. But these tiny little fellas are very entertaining and very funny. Very funny. I like funny. I'm sure everybody likes funny. Who doesn't like funny? Okay, let's switch over to quality mode again. So you have taken a look at how the performance mode actually performs. The performance mode performs well. And I think for this particular game, I will recommend that you actually play this on performance mode. Now, I'm personally not a fan of first-person games. Although this looks like quite an interesting game. I mean, it has me hooked onto it. Although, you know, I don't see a map. I don't see any directions as to where I need to go. Maybe I'll figure it out a little later on in the game. But the gameplay mechanics is fun. The shooting, etc. It's really fun. And I love these tiny little guys. They're really cute. Annoyingly cute. Okay, so you've got some more guns. Yes, let's get the big ones. Quite good, you know, animations for your reload as well. Very snappy. I'm not sure if you can actually upgrade the speed at which you reload. That'd be great, you know, if you have different speed going for your reloads. Okay. I'm just moving around, just having fun, you know, in this level. This is quite a big level. And again, this is not an open world kind of a scenario, you know, where you can just run around. It is limited. It's more like an arena. Yeah, it definitely feels like an arena. That sort of an environment, you know, where you would compete, where you would battle along with other Online players. So it has that vibe, it has that feel. Ran out of bullets. What do you know? Let's pick up another gun. All right, let's pick this guy up. Nope, don't want that. Let's take the plasma gun. Okay, quite nice. So, yeah, this is nice. Go, 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 go. All right. Okay, all right. Yeah. Oh, come on. All right. I ran out of bullets, you know, I mean, so I had to go fetch. Oh, okay. There's another gun as well. So you can switch. You can toggle between two guns, you know, by pressing the Y. I kind of realized that later on as well. Like now. In case you're wondering, you know, why I don't always post gaming in real time, it's because I also record videos in my local language here in India, in Hindi. And therefore, yeah, I kind of, this is more like a reaction video where I'm reacting to my gameplay instead of playing this live in front of you. I mean, I can do that as well. I mean, if you feel that live is better, let me know. You know, I can do that for you lovely folks as well. But the reason why I do this is because, number one, I have to record twice, once in English, once in Hindi, the Indian language. And apart from that, I also like to include more scenes from a little further down in my gameplay. So just to save you folks time, what I also do is I end up recording footage, I mean, throughout my gameplay, and I may include the parts that I actually want to comment on, just so that you get a better idea as to how this game feels overall. So far, it's been a blast. I mean, this level is designed really well because it has, you know, the element of height as well. So it's not just X and Y axis, if you know what I mean, right? I mean, there is, if you look at it 3-dimension wise, there's a Z as well. So there is your north, south, east, west, and then there is the height because you're traveling and you're going above as well. Like the level is designed in that way. So that's quite nice. That's quite interesting. Hmm. 27 minutes in, and for a person who doesn't like first-person games, I'm hooked. I have to admit. And these guys with the shield, they are really annoying. Really, really annoying. But I think, you know, so far, it's quite nice because we've seen quite a lot of variations with the enemies as well. You have your tiny little annoying guys who are quite fun. Love to have them on screen because of that funny chat between them. Then you have these guys with the shield. Then you have a bunch of, you know, bigger blokes. And then the biggest bloke that we had seen was an absolutely dull and boring character who's just charging in, you know, trying to pin you down. So, okay. So I figured out that, you know, whenever you press the down button on your Xbox, it also shows you the direction as to, you know, where you need to go. So in case you're wondering, if you're new to this game, if you think, you know, how do I know where to go? Just press the down button and it will give you the direction as to where you need to go. Another cutscene. This is an in-game cutscene. The transition is very smooth from gameplay to cutscene. Same quality. You get the same quality even in the gameplay. Okay. Alrighty, big fella. Liked your speech. Time to get down to business. again, you see that switch. I mean, it was such a smooth transition that it felt almost seamless. Now, I just moved over from that bit over to this particular scene because I want to show uh, the level design a little later on in the game. And this particular area, I mean, I don't know if there's ray tracing going for this game, but I think there is. I think there is because the way the light is getting diffused on the surface, it's very similar to how ray tracing would actually behave. Because if it was not for ray tracing, then we would have seen like a simple reflection or a simple cast of that particular light on the floor. But here, I think there's some amount of ray tracing or ray traced lighting going. It may even be ray traced reflections. I think there is ray traced reflections in this. And look at the shiny floors. This game is pulling off quite a lot of, you could say, graphical goodness on screen. And to be able to perform that seamlessly on the Xbox Series S is commendable. I mean, the optimization that this game has received so far is brilliant. I mean, no glitches so far, no frame drops, nothing. It's buttery smooth, and it's really good. I mean, I keep saying this, every time I pick up the controller on my Xbox Series S and witness something like this on my screen, I am absolutely amazed. I mean, the Xbox Series S just blows your mind away, especially when it comes to, gameplay videos or gameplay like this on games which are so good graphically. I mean, and there's a lot happening on screen as well. Sometimes you have a lot of enemies on screen, and look at those particle effects, look at that smoke on your gun, and look at the intricate design of the gun. There have been quite a lot of weapons that I could actually choose from. So there is variation in the weapon as well, or weapons rather. This is quite nice. I mean, the level itself looks brilliant. It's mind-blowing. I mean, the reflections, the lighting is all top-notch. And even though this is 1080p and 30 FPS, because I'm again playing this on quality mode, but even on the performance mode, I think there was nothing wrong with the textures, because sometimes when you switch from quality to performance mode, the textures seem to take a hit. But in this case, I don't think that was the case. So if you're playing this game, I will recommend that you actually play this on your Series S in performance mode, because games like this, first-person shooters, third-person shooters, I think the extra frame rates definitely help. Especially with the crosshair, I mean, the smooth movement, and for you to take aim, sometimes it can matter a lot when it comes to games like this. So 60 FPS, the performance mode is definitely something that I would recommend. And in case you're wondering why on earth are you playing this in quality mode, like I said, I generally like recording in quality mode and also playing in quality mode because sometimes when I see the footage later on, I notice a few things as well. So that's why I'm recording this in quality mode and playing this in quality mode. But hey, performance mode felt much smoother. So that's most likely the mode that you should play on. Because graphically, there's not much of a difference. I mean, you would hardly feel it. But frame rate wise, it definitely feels smoother. Ah, come on, take. You see, this is what I was talking about, I mean, and this is easy mode, guys. I mean, it's not even, in terms of the difficulty level, it's not even a hard or a difficult mode. It's easy mode, and I've not been able to take this guy down. I mean, he was moving around so much, it's difficult to take him down. This level, I mean, this particular level looks brilliant. I mean, the reflections on the floor, it's top notch. And if I just look around as well, the level design overall is phenomenal. It gives you a sense of scale and size of, and the length to which the game developers went in terms of the overall game. And again, look at those reflections. Wow, it looks gorgeous, guys. Although this is an indoor kind of an environment, not outdoors, it looks superb. I mean, I did not want to play this much, to be honest. I think I finally understand why people have such a lot of love for this game. I appreciate that. Huh. This level looks insane. Brilliant. I mean, brilliant level design. And look at that lighting. It's mind-blowing. Wow, a lot of particles on screen right now. A lot happening. Bam. Let's move over to this outdoor scene as well next. I did want you to see how the game looks when you finally have the opportunity to step outdoors. Because there was a lot of indoor gaming or gameplay that we have seen. So let's take a look at the mountains, the vegetation, the trees, the foliage, the grass, everything. I mean, the lighting when you finally move over from the indoors to the outdoors. And look, in these darker areas, you can really make that the flame coming out of your gun quite nice. And again, this looks insane. I mean, wow. It's a beautiful game, guys. From the graphics perspective, you will not be disappointed. I mean, it definitely has you hooked onto the visuals on screen. And even in terms of the gameplay, so far I have enjoyed the gameplay. And I may really be bad at this, so I haven't even really used the grappling hook that much. But again, it is a brilliant game, guys. I mean, in terms of the gameplay, I have been very, very happy with the gameplay. And I will definitely recommend this game. And it's such a great gameplay experience that I've had so far. I mean, there's still a little more to go. Well, hopefully this time, I won't take a hit. Again, those tiny guys, I really love those tiny guys. I'm in love with those guys. You know what they remind me of? They remind me of, tiny little elves. Naughty elves. Naughty dwarfs, you could say. It is the season of Christmas, so. Time to, use the grappling hook. All right, there you go. Okay. I feel bad to kill these guys. Guys, I mean, so far I've had a blast. This has been a very good gaming experience. And for a person who has never played Halo, I thoroughly enjoyed the game. I mean, it's a solid 30 FPS on the Xbox Series S. In fact, in the performance mode, it's a solid 60 FPS with no frame drops whatsoever. Graphics, top-notch. Resolution, beautiful. Game design, excellent. Character animation, voice animation, brilliant. Your gameplay mechanics, mind-blowing. I was hooked. Even though I don't play first-person games, I still am. I think I'm still going to get back to this game, and I want to finish this game. The story also feels very interesting because it showed me what is in store for me in the future and how that future will play out in the end. Well, I'm interested to find out. So it was quite an interesting way to hook the audience into playing this game. So kudos to the game. And well done. So this is available on Game Pass. You don't even have to pay anything extra for it. And that's what is so good about Game Pass. Game Pass Ultimate really rocks. And I think, we will end the gameplay experience here for this particular video. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know your comments and what you like about Halo Infinite, especially the campaign mode. Do let me know in the comment section. And if you want me to make any other videos on any other games, then you can comment away and let me know. And I'll definitely try to make those videos as well and give you my perspective, give you my thoughts, my comments on those games as well. So, folks, it's a wrap for this one. I will see you, lovely folks, in my next video. I do want to wish each and every one of you season's greetings, and may the Lord bless you all with happiness, peace, joy during this time of the year. And yep, take care, stay safe, and happy gaming, guys. Keep playing. Thank you so much for watching, and may God bless you all.